Okay, YouTubers, here we go again. Yeah, I'm slacking on the videos still. Just didn't get you one there Sunday. Really wasn't much worth videoing. It's like you guys want to watch me do yard work, and you probably really want to watch me set metal T-post for a horse fence, so, or watch the wife scoop out the poop out of the stall for her dang horse, which all got done last week. But you know, nothing real great to watch there, or fun to watch, or interesting to watch. But anyway, get back to this here a little bit. Yeah, hey, look what's apart. Actually got the knee and axle assembly out. Got the tie rod to pop loose off the steering arm deal there. Wasn't sure how many sets of holes that front axle had in it for spreading out to whatever row width the row crop would run on. There's 2, 4, 6, at least 7 holes on that tube, on that knee section of the front axle. Knew I was getting close, to know how close. So anyway, as I got further out, about that 6th hole, I actually moved off the workbench and used my little crane hoist, jib crane, and set this on the floor so I could just take and tap it on out with a BFH, even bigger BFH. We got it all apart. So I'll probably put this project on pause because I still got to get the hub over on the bench over there, get it and go through it and get the bearings and seals and stuff. I may take that apart today. But as for doing the actual work over here, actually taking this apart and dropping the tie rod off and pulling the tube, the knee and the axle assembly and spindle, taking all this crap on the tractor itself apart, that's going to be on hold for a little bit because, hang on, yeah, here you go. I'm going to put the axle, spindle, knee assembly repair replacement on the 806 on hold until I get all this mowed off, raked up, tedded up, whatever, and baled in the barn. Because I use the 806 to actually do the mowing with the John Deere 260 disc mower, and I use the 806 to run the New Holland 565 square baler, small square baler, and I can use a little toy tractor to do the raking and tedding with that New Holland 254 unit there. But it's coming. It's a-coming. It's probably, fingers. There you go. There's my knee. So we're a lot between calf and knee high. Got some stuff out there I don't really want, but it'll go away after the first cut, and then the second cut will be cleaner. But yeah, it's coming along. Had a lot of, it's finally getting where it's warming up. A lot of warm days, warm nights. Right now it's kind of humid feeling and all that, but yeah, there's a quick one. That's what else we can add to this. So hang in there, we'll add you something else. Okay, YouTubers, another part of the video for you. Yep, working on the wheel hub. for the 806 now. Now granted, the spindle and knee assembly, it's on the tractor. It has a wheel hub on it. It's probably, well, it's okay, but the threads are a little pulled on it, so I get a little leery of the setting the lug bolts too tight. So I have another hub that I've gotten from somewhere, sometime, that has, looks like some pretty good threads. I just need to chase them out. And since I've got to get wheel bearings for this, I'm knocking the old bearings out, the old outer race, which it's got a Timken race in it. That's top quality stuff there, Timken. And one thing you can't see, but I'm really glad the manufacturer of the hub thought of. You can see it in there or not, but there's a groove along there. I'm trying to point to it for you, but there you kind of might have saw it. There's a groove on one spot and another spot 180 from it, but you can actually take your punch and hammer and slide down through, and take your hammer, punch, slide down through there, and take your hammer and whack on the outer race and knock it out of the hub and replace it. Simple Mickey Mouse, whatever. But anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. Yep, I've got the knee, axle knee, and spindle assembly out of the other front axle. Yes, I still need to clean all this up with the wire wheel and get it prepped and ready to go back together. And I'll do that before I put the hub on it. I want to get this here put back on there like it's supposed to be, and then get the wheel bearings and seal for the hub and put all that on there, and then just go from there. Get it prepped and ready to go, because like I said in an earlier segment, I'm not going to take the 806 apart until I'm done with the hay. Now granted, I know, dude, you could have that done in a day or two. Yeah, maybe not. But I have like about 2-3 weeks. I'll have another long period off. I'm gonna try to do the hay then, and then I'll try and do this front end stuff after that. All depends on how the day job thing goes, which for me, day job doesn't go too bad some days. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Hey, I've just killed another 3.5-4 minutes, so let me stop you there. Let me get this other race knocked out, and then I can break out some diesel fuel and my oil drain pan and put that in there and get all that old crappy stuff that cleaned out of that damn thing, and then chase these threads out, and we'll go from there. So hang in there, I'll show you something else. Alright, here's another clip. Alright, we're chasing these lug bolt holes out on this hub for the 806 Farmall. Broke out the, I believe it's a 9/16 by 18 tap. It's actually a bottoming tap. Now, we're gonna go, what do you mean bottoming tap? Oh, and I don't have, before you go, what the hell's he doing there? Anyway, I don't have a tap handle here at the house in my shop, or the correct handle for a tap handle. So I have no problem using a 6-inch, in this case, adjustable wrench, crescent wrench, where you want to call this fancy tool. I think to some they call it a metric, adjustable metric, about anything you want to call it. But that works. This works real well for me. I've done that like that for years with everything I work with. But bottoming tap. Here's what we call the bottoming tap. So that bottom of that tap is flat. On a starter tap, that's more tapered and angled and goes further out before it starts doing the threads. This little extra tidbit of BS for you. But anyway, got this bottoming tap. I'm gonna run her down through here. I'm gonna take my handy dandy adjustable 6-inch because that's what I like to use. And I've used a 6-inch and a 4-inch adjustable wrench to run taps and tap holes out, and many times over the years, all the way down to a 3mm, because a lot of the equipment I work on at the day job is metric. So I've used a 3mm a lot, Chris, or something like that. But anyway, basic idea, as many of you know, I'm not telling you nothing new. Get your tap going, go a little ways, back off. They call it breaking the kerf. And then go a little ways further, and until you get to the end of your hole, whatever. And of course, as you're doing this, use lots of lube, plenty of lube. You try to dry tap out a hole and no lube, you're gonna break that tap off, and you got a hell of a mess to fix up then. And there again, not sponsored, just so you know what I'm using. Another Blaster product, multi-purpose lubricant. It works well enough for me to do what I'm doing. I know there's a cutting oil out there you can buy, but for no more than I do this, I'm not going to run out and go buy cutting oil, because I don't have a end mill, a lathe, do any machinist work like that, and this ain't gonna be done very often by me anyway. So anyway, this is what I'm doing now with it. We killed another 3 minutes, so hang in there. Maybe I'll show you something else. Hang on. Okay, YouTubers, trivial question for you. Now, I know most of you already know the answer to this question, but as I've indicated before, when it comes to the adjustable wrench and what it's properly called on a mechanical test that I've taken in the past for a few other jobs, other day jobs, but I've only had one. I'm only on my second real day job in 35 years plus. But anyway, as I'm saying, okay, I like to use the adjustable wrench, so that's all I have to do the tap stuff with, and even, you know, when I use these with nuts and bolts and various hardware. Now, trivial question. All right, we're going to tighten this tap down in the hole, chase the threads out going in. Now, when I do that, which way do you use, which is the proper way in one of those tests to use an adjustable wrench? Do you put it on this way, where you're on this way, and then turning your bolt, or in this case a tap, into the hole? Or is the correct answer, you put it on this way and do your turn? I'll give you a second to think. Alright, here we go. The actual answer on the test is you do it this way. You do it so all this machined part of the wrench, and the same goes for a combination wrench, you use to where this part of the wrench is pulling against you. And the same goes for when you go to undo it. When you go to undo it, flip around, do the same thing when you go to undo a bolt. Anyway, this little trivial thing to kill a few more minutes or a couple minutes of your time while you're watching my video, which I appreciate you watching, but yeah, give me a minute and I'll think of something else to end this thing, and hang on, be right back. Okay, YouTubers, let's wrap up this episode here for you. We're probably 15 minutes into your day or better. Okay, spindle's been cleaned up. I got an oily rag on it to kind of help just keep it from wanting to rust back up. It's the only thing I do. I got everything cleaned up. Took the wire wheel to the tube. of this knee assembly and spindle assembly. Got them cleaned up pretty well to where that should slide into the center tube axle section of the Farmall 806 I'm going to put this on. I got to go to town and get a set of wheel bearings and seal for this hub. So I put this hub on this spindle and knee assembly, have it prepped and ready to go, so when I finally get things set up, get off my butt, for lack of a better term, break out the equipment, start tearing into the 806 itself, take this assembly off of it, switch, swap, there we go. And but like I was telling you in an earlier clip, I'm going to wait until I get my hay baled, because that's potentially 2 weeks out yet before I do it with that new seating, which you saw a clip of it, and it's rough height range. Some of the orchard grass is probably starting to seed out or head out. Some of it is, some of it ain't. I want to get a little further, want to go a little further along, but I still got to get out the equipment and go through it, check it out, grease it up, oil it up, get it ready to go. So yeah, there's another well, not 5, they're 2.5 minutes, whatever. When I'm done talking, I'm gonna kill 5 minutes your day yet. So that being said, I'm gonna end this video here. I'll make you an ending of sorts. If you stuck out the video this long, if you stuck out the series this long, so this is part 3 of a multi-part process video, repair type video. Hope you don't get too bored with it, but hopefully you enjoyed watching part 3, learning my method of madness as I went along with this, and maybe you learned something. I learned what not to do. I don't know. You guys be your own judge of that mess. On that note, I'm gonna get out of here, get out of your hair. Hey, thanks for watching. I do appreciate all of yous. And as always, you know, hey, like I always tell you, guys, stay safe. I know you try, but take care of yourselves when you get home at night. You got a family waiting on you, I know, but take care of yourselves. And again, as always, you know, hey, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. I appreciate when you do, and all that. And hey, I'll catch you on the next one. You guys take care.